This is a strange time to be a journalist. On the upside, there's so much news every day. You know, it's like being Justin Bieber at a bad tattoo shop. But on the other hand, whenever you do your job, even when you do it right, people call your work fake. We're seeing it now with the Washington Post. They meticulously researched and then broke the story of Roy Moore's history of allegedly sexually harassing teenagers. And then Moore accused the paper of making it all up. You know, he was like, fake news, I would never date teenagers. How would I even attract teenagers? Do I wear my hat backward or what? Like, how would I do it? No, seriously, tell me, how would I do it? How would I, I'm asking for a friend, tell me how I would do it. Tell me how, what would be the best way? And then yesterday, the Washington Post broke a real fake news story.
The Washington Post says this woman, identified as Jamie Phillips, approached the paper about 3 weeks ago, falsely claiming that Senate GOP nominee Roy Moore impregnated her as a teenager, leading to an abortion.
This Jamie Phillips is nefarious, creating a bull story to give to a newspaper so that when they run it, you can claim that the news is full of bull. Wow, I wonder how the Post was able to see through her sinister plan to combat the mainstream media.
During routine fact-checking, the Post uncovered several inconsistencies in her story, including this fundraising post for a woman with the same name that says she accepted a job working for a conservative media outlet to combat the mainstream media.
Do you still have an interest in working in the conservative media movement to combat the lies and deceit of the liberal MSM? Is that still your interest?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not at this point.
No.
You can see that journalist enjoying every moment. So is your plan to still destroy us? Is that your plan? No, not really. God damn it, people. Social media is going to be the end of everything. Like, everyone just exposes themselves online. I can't wait for the millennial James Bond movie. It's just going to be like, I'm a computer programmer. Oh, really, Mr. Bond? Because you wrote on Twitter that you are going to blow up Russia and have sex with beautiful women. Yeah, well, that's an old idea that I had. But you have pinned the tweet. You pinned it here. Now, if you're wondering, what's the story behind Jamie Phillips? Well, she's part of this thing called Project Veritas. It's an organization devoted to exposing the mainstream media. The founder is a man named James O'Keefe. He's a conservative activist and douchey Michael Cera. Project Veritas first made a name for itself in 2009 when O'Keefe took down a community organizing voter registration group called ACORN. And he did it in a really, really strange way.
O'Keefe and fellow activist Hannah Giles dressed as a pimp and a prostitute in a sting operation to uncover alleged wrongdoing at ACORN. O'Keefe and Giles visited several ACORN offices and described their business arrangement. And then they taped workers allegedly giving them advice on setting up a brothel and otherwise skirting the law.
This is what you think a pimp looks like.
I guess it's the stereotypical pimp costume that comes to mind, yeah.
You know what he looks like? He looks like for his birthday, he got a Fisher-Price My First Pimp kit. That's what it seems like. But here's a couple of other things to know about this ACORN sting. First, when he went into ACORN, O'Keefe wasn't really dressed as a pimp, right? He made that part up afterwards to make ACORN look more foolish. And second, since he shot some of that footage in California, where it's illegal to film someone without their consent, O'Keefe later had to pay ACORN $100,000 in damages. Yeah, and a pimp paying out money is a fail on all levels. He's like, I'm not used to this at all. This is so strange right now.